Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sustainable Fitness Diary. I'm Veronika and this is episode number 9. Today we are going somewhere a little uncomfortable and we are talking about external validation in fitness and whether you are training for yourself or whether you are training for others. We're gonna talk about what is actually external validation, when it actually helps you, and when it can work against you, and what it looks like when you finally move past needing it altogether. I want to start this episode with a question. When you finish a workout and you have a really good workout, let's say you lift a personal best, you have a good pump, what's your first instinct? Like, what do you want to do right after? For most of us, if we are being completely honest, the first instinct is to grab our phone and share it on social media. Post it there, see it for other people to acknowledge our win or give us that validation we are seeking. And I want to talk about what happens when this instinct stops being a nice bonus and starts becoming the whole reason why you are actually showing up on your fitness journey. Firstly, I want to start when external validation is actually useful, because it's not always bad. When we are in the early stages of our fitness journey, it can be genuinely useful. And I think it's important to say that clearly, because of wellness spaces will tell you completely to just focus on yourself and detach from caring what others think. I do believe that that's where we want to end up eventually. But for some people in the early stages of their fitness journey, it might not be ideal and we would need more support. When you are new to something, when your own internal motivation, or we call it intrinsic motivation, is still building up and it's still quite fragile, having someone there to support you can be a great idea. For example, people hiring coaches, to help them, validate their progress. Or you might be part of certain run club, you can be part of group fitness class. Again, people supporting you there to keep going. That stuff matters, and research actually backs this up. When you have a verbal encouragement from other people, it can genuinely increase physical performance and lift your mood in the moment, which then, of course, helps you be more consistent with your fitness and keep showing up regularly. And I do the same even with my community inside the sustainable fitness space, where we share our wins and we're trying to support each other and encourage us to keep going. This is what external validation is doing. And this is why it can be genuinely helpful. It holds you up while you build something more solid underneath, but it can turn into a problem if it's the only thing which keeps you going. Now, when does external validation in fitness cross the line? I think it's different for everyone, but there is a version of it that I think a lot of us can recognize. It happens when you can't finish a workout without documenting it, when you need to post the story, share the video, put it somewhere for people to see. And not because you want to, but because something feels incomplete if you don't do it. When the thought of training and lifting a PB or having a good pump and not telling anyone feels like almost unbearable. When the likes and the comments aren't a nice bonus, but they're actually the reason why you keep going to the gym. When external approval becomes the primary driver, researchers call it obsessive passion. Your relationship with fitness shifts from something that energizes you to do something that controls you. You stop training to feel good you train to be seen. Those are very different things, and your body and your mind both know the difference. I want to share something with you, a question actually, that I think is one of the most clarifying things I've ever come across when it comes to fitness and motivation. I have thought about it a lot, and I think you really let yourself answer it honestly. It tells you everything you need to know about where you are at right now. Imagine you achieve your biggest fitness goal. It can be a huge weight loss transformation. It can be lifting a very heavy PB. It can be anything. It can be doing a bodybuilding show, whatever that looks like for you. You get there, but there's only one condition. You can't tell anyone. You can't post it. You can't share it anywhere. The only person who will ever know about this achievement is you. Would you still work hard to get there? If the answer is yes, you are doing this for yourself. You are using what we call intrinsic motivation, and there's a higher chance that you will do it long term and you truly want to build sustainable fitness routine. If your answer is no, and I'm not gonna judge anyone here, I think it's time to get a bit of curious about your fitness journey, what you actually want to get out of it. If your only goal is to just have the best physique and keep sharing in social media and nothing else matters, I think sticking to this long term is going to be quite difficult. I think that question is very powerful because it strips everything away. There's no audience, no validation, no feedback loop, just you and your goal. And what you discover when you sit with it tells you so much about where your real confidence is actually living right now. And the goal, the thing worth working towards, is building a relationship with fitness that doesn't need the audience to survive. And that actually applies to so many things. Now, what does a real confidence in fitness actually look like? When your confidence in fitness becomes truly internal, when it stops needing to be seen to be real. If you see a challenge or a program which is quite short term, let's say it's 6 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever time frame is, and they are promising you that you're gonna build unshakable confidence, then they are lying to you. It is built through hundreds of small decisions to keep going without needing to announce it. And when it's there, it feels, I think the best word to describe it feels just solid, like something that is just yours. And you will do it no matter what. It's like pretty much like your habit. And after training, and with training for about 13 years, I feel like I kind of got there. And having this kind of feeling is actually what you need to do this long term. Some real examples of internal confidence I'm just going to share right now. They are a little bit backed by psychology and research, but also it's my own personal opinion and also from my own experience for training for so long. For example, hitting a plateau and still showing up. Not because you are grinding through it, but because you've made the peace with the fact that progress isn't always visible. And that doesn't make it less real. How many people stopped training when they, hit their peak physique or they achieved really massive strength goals and they stopped training and they stopped sharing on social media? So many people, because they could not bear the thought that they have to, share their results on social media now because they haven't been progressing. It's pretty tough, but having peace with it, it's what's going to help you keep going long term. It is also realizing that fitness isn't just about aesthetics, because it never was. It looks like training less when life needs you to, when your life is just in a busy season of life, and knowing that's okay. 2 sessions a week is not feeling like a failure. It might be exactly right for where are you right now. That's the real confidence. It can be missing weeks because of life, stress, illness, or just genuinely not wanting to train, but always coming back without a shame spiral, without needing to make up for it, just coming back. It looks like switching training styles when they stop working for you without owing anyone an explanation. And I went through this literally last year. Finding what actually works for you, not what looks most impressive, not what gets the most engagement. So you can genuinely sustain this for years, not weeks, not jumping on trends, but doing what you truly want. And eventually, it looks like reaching the point where you genuinely stop caring what anyone else thinks about your training. Not performing that you don't care, actually not caring, because you know that you are building something and you know why, because it's your own journey. The last one is the one I want to spend a second on, because I think there's a version of I don't care what people think that is performed. True confidence is so internal that you reach a point where the thought of sharing it or not sharing it publicly genuinely doesn't change anything for you. You keep going either way. You rest either way, you show up either way, not for the Instagram story, not for your partner's approval, just because it's yours and it matters to you and it's based on your personal values. That's what will truly build a sustainable fitness routine. And that is all for today's diaries entry. Just sharing what I'm thinking about, what I'm learning, and hoping that some of it lands for you. If this one hit close to home in a good way or even challenging way, I would love to know. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, share it with them, even on your Instagram story. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.